otherwise it will not work the way it should be working. So close your eyes. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. You already know the meaning. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. We already know the meaning. Now let us go a little deeper. Picture a beautiful river. When the waters are calm, sama. When the water is calm, the reflection is clear. Reflection is clear means when you have an inner calm, the mind is highly receptive. And the river banks are dhamma, gently hold and guide the flow. Are you getting it? Samadhamma. Further upstream, the water withdraws into the serene mountain lake. What is this? This is Uparati. This is Uparati. Oh, how you see that? So, Sama is the tranquility of the mind. We already know the ability to retain inner stillness amid the world's noise. Dhamma is a mastery over your senses. So you are active, your thought, speech, and action. And Uparama is the withdrawal to the self. Means that Uparati means the mind is fully aware. You can open the eyes. Let us look into little deeper into it. We think it is easy, but I thought let me go little deeper into it. Sama helps to respond you calmly, not to react impulsively because of happiness within. Dhamma allows your words, your thoughts, speech and action to remain considerate, not defensive, not offensive, because you express happiness independent of the situation, event and relations. Are you clear? Are you getting it? And Uparama? Because you have done Sama and Dhamma, Uparama reminds you that your value isn't shaken by, can you complete it? By opinion, by situation, by relation, by whatever is happening outside. Sama is the inner tranquility. You pause for tranquility. You choose words and actions mindfully. That is Dhamma. Both are active. Active calm, active internal calmness, active external calmness. And then what happens? The mind does not search for peace and happiness outside in any situation, in any relations, in any condition. I believe you are getting it. Say yes. Sama plus Dhamma, it leads to Uparama. But Uparama is not so simple. Not so simple. So most of us begin meditating to find the internal calmness. And this framework flips that idea on its head, presenting calm not as a destination, but as an inherent quality we must learn to uncover first. So, Sama and the Dhamma, they have to be practiced again and again, the internal calmness active. This is disturbed from within by the ego. Now I'm giving the cause. If you are disturbed internally, it is your ego, impulsive mind, intellectual error, past impression, or memories. Did you understand? Whenever you are disturbed internally, it is because of your ego, impulsive mind, intellectual error in judgment, past impression, or memories, or maybe the destiny parted. But what about the external calmness is disturbed? This is disturbed by your attachment and expectation. I love you, I told you, but you don't love me. You see, expression. Very subtle. This is disturbed by your attachment and expectations. Keep that in your mind to understand Uparama. We take it intellectually, we say, okay, everything is okay, I have understood. Now you have to practice. What I have understood? I have understood that active calmness, external calmness is present. That is why I am blaming you and complaining you. So you have an intellectual understanding. It did not go deeper inside. Now come to the Uparama. Very subtle understanding of Uparama. One aspect of it. I told you that all the six treasures demands lot of understanding. But let us take with reference to the Uparama. Uparama, if I say calmness anywhere and everywhere, how it is possible? Think of it. It is only possible if it is not dependent on any situation, people, relations outside. So it means go back to the Sama. Ego, no. Dhamma, no attachment. I am going on vacation. Why? To enjoy. Where is your Sama and Dhamma gone? You'll find in vacation. Oh, let us go to that restaurant. Will you find that Sama and Dhamma in a restaurant? Did you really understand it? The moment I say I'm going on vacation, why? To enjoy, to be happy? To be happy, say yes. And it means I'm not happy now. I will be happy in vacation, I'll be happy in a restaurant, I'll be happy in chasing you. Uparama is very deep. Are you understanding? So I'll be happy when I reach the destination. Destination may be a vacation, maybe a restaurant, maybe a relationship, I love you, or I will marry, or I will divorce. Now you see what I said, Uparama, you already understand Uparama. Do you have the definition in your mind? Yes. But now the mind is seeking situational, relational, conditional happiness and the joy outside. Uparama is not there. And Uparama is not there, so Sama and Dhamma is also not there. Uparama is a natural state of calmness. Now, but how do you define natural state of calmness? You have to contemplate daily, and in 6 months the Uparama will be settled in your mind. Maybe 3 months, 6 months, but minimum 3 months are there. So how do I understand what is the natural state of Uparama? Only I pick up only one. Presence of a honey or absence of honey, mind is not disturbed. Presence of a situation and absence of a situation, mind is in the natural state of calmness. You are on a vacation and you are not on a vacation, mind is not disturbed. I'm talking about natural state. Check it. Then you will understand how the sama, the internal active calmness, and the external active calmness can lead to Brahma. Presence of a cute and beautiful girl. We are always talking of girls only. What should be the adjective of the boy? Maybe 6 abs and handsome boy. Presence of a cute and beautiful girl, or 6 abs and handsome boy, or absence of it. Presence and absence of it. You're happy. Is it possible? Absence, I feel lonely, nobody is there to talk to me. And the presence, my ego says, no, I have some reservation about you. The calmness is gone. Very deeper. Uparama is very deep. Uparama. Oh, we are reaching to some point. Pay attention. Now calmness. When I say the natural state of the calmness, it is not manufactured. It is not produced. It is not created. Am I right? Natural state. So if it is not created, manufactured, it means your mind is not seeking a joy and the happiness in a restaurant or in a vacation or in the presence of a cute and beautiful girl, or you correct me, what should be the right adjective? 6 abs and a handsome boy. Presence and absence. You are free. So it is not manufactured, it is not produced. Go a little deeper. That is the way the higher journey takes place. You have to pay pinpoint attention, you have to explore. So it means that you are saying that if it is not produced and created, so it is not situational, it is not relational, it is not conditional, it is not manufactured. It means you are talking about that calmness which is present in all the situation, in all the location, in all the relationship. If that is so, then it is nothing but the real self. That is Uparama. So Uparama is a constant, consistent reminder of a higher aspiration or an aspiration for the real self. Now you go on vacation or you don't go on vacation. What I said, you plan to go on vacation, right? You prove that you are not happy now. When you will be on vacation, then only you will be happy. Am I right or not? Say yes. If I'm not right, argue with me. Tell me. So where is the natural state? You want to create a happiness and the joy on vacation, on a restaurant, in relationship, in a situation. So you are not practicing Uparama. We should be clear 100% only. And this only happens when the mind is settled in discernment and dispassion. Uparama. Again, I am questioning. What kind of a calmness and happiness I am seeking in Uparama? Is it manufactured, created, produced, or natural state? Natural state. It is supported by the Sama and Dhamma in all the situation, conditions, and relations. It is not forwarded. Normally it becomes very easy, A lot of people on WhatsApp, from India, good morning. Let everything be good for you. So one has sent me the message and other has forwarded that message to me. Oh, we become high tech, How long and how many vacations. Now, I told you, higher level of discernment and dispassion. So when you have a higher level of discernment and dispassion, vacation, you go on vacation and you don't go on vacation. How come the Uparama comes here? It is the same 5 elements, little rearranged. You are going on a beach, little rearranged. The water is still there in your home. Do you have that level of awareness? Calmness is already there. Modified spices in the food in a restaurant. Same food. Same food. Are you getting it what I'm saying? It is the same food. Same with the 5 elements, from one to second restaurant to the third restaurant, and same 5 elements in one vacation, whether you go to Switzerland, or whether you go to Colorado to see the snow, or whether you go to the Fry or the Walmart to buy the ice. 5 elements, basically, essence is the same. Well, you are breaking my notion, I have planned for vacation now. Now you are breaking. No, you are not practicing Uparama. My master used to say, you only need a very refined, pinpointed intellect to live in Uparama. Cognitive understanding, what I have been talking about. Cognitive understanding. So you are not impacted by the presence or absence of outer situation and inner situation. It does not mean that you don't have a preference. You prefer coffee, yes. If it is available, it is okay. But in Uparama, you are not clinging to the coffee. You are not craving for it. If tea is there, okay, I'll take it. Finished. Same 5 elements. It is a higher level of awareness. So you start living in a higher state of meditation all the time. By knowledge. Your intellect is balanced. The intellect always perceives this clearly. Or you can say, just as a river flowing towards the ocean remains powerful and directed, the seeker's mind is directed all the time. Oh, calmness. First phase is the Uparama to find the real self. First phase is Uparama in relationship, in situation, in any condition, in vacation, no vacation, in presence and absence of the things and the people and the relationship outside, nothing disturbs you. Uparama. Uparama. You have to constantly think for a couple of weeks. I told you it lives in the intellect, as in knowledge, as in awareness. It demands a cognitive understanding. Dry understanding, I am in a coma. Where the hell you have gone? Presence or absence? You've already destroyed. Think, imagine mind is a lamp, inward calm, inward calmness, internal calmness is the flame, is the sum. And the sense discipline, that is the dhamma, is the glass shield, glass covering that lamp. Only both are present does the light remain steady. When both remains, light remains steady, and that steadiness of the flame is Uparama. It takes time. Sama is active inner peace, Dhamma is wise sense control, regulation, so external calmness. Together they create a virtuous cycle. Inner calm enables sense discipline. Sense controls deepens the inner calm. Both are complementing each other. And by practicing discernment and dispassion, you are in the state of Uparama. Uparama. You are in the state of Uparama. So we understood the Uparama, active Uparama. I introduced you to what is this Uparama, resting the mind in a higher truth. What is the path of Uparama? We discussed. How to attain Uparama? We discussed in today also. Uparama is not a suppression. Be very clear. If you are disturbed and you try to discover the Uparama, it is not. It is just you live into the higher state of mindfulness. Committed mind, we discussed about committed mind, and the casual mind. With reference to Uparama, when you go to the world, mind remains calm and steady, presence or absence. Not impacted. You are not at all impacted when you have that level. You are there. We will talk in detail one more definition of Uparama in our next lesson. Now let us open for discussion. Dennis, you want to go?
Here is my understanding and the way to practically apply Samadhama and Uparama. In every situation, the first question to ask is, am I in peace inside? If not, then before doing anything outside, I must first achieve inner peace, calmness, ability to see clearly. And this is, in my opinion, Sama. The second question to ask, am I attached to anything outside? If yes, then I must find the object of attachment, understand that this attachment will do more harm than good, and withdraw the respective sense organs. And this is Dhamma. Now, if I remembered to ask these questions before acting, if I remembered to question the impulses of the default mind before they materialize in action, And if I recognize that I don't have to follow what default mind tells me to do, then I am in Uparama.
Yes, yes, you're right. If I rephrase it, ego impulsive nature you drop. It drops by sama, attachment, aversion, delusion drops by dhamma, by intellect only. You need not to do anything. And then the mind leaves the world of name in the form. Behind there is Uparama. It is more or less almost we are reaching to a state of choiceless awareness. It is very interesting. Once you are settled, you cannot leave the Eastern wisdom. Yes, David and Jerry, what you have to say?
Dennis, that was for me absolutely spot on. Just a great summary. And for me, it keeps coming back to this kind of now almost like a three-legged stool that we've created that needs to be all in harmony and in balance to live a peaceful, happy existence. And so it's this constant process. And again, thank you, Dennis, for articulating it the way you did, because for me, that was perfect.
Yes, yes, beautiful. You know, you see that yesterday you had a reaction to your honey, and today you meet. Honey, how are you? I love you, but internal there is some disturbances. Uparama is not there. So it demands lot of vigilance or lot of discernment and dispassion. Master says you apply discernment and dispassion, all these six treasures will be yours. Beautiful. How are you, Jerry?
Good, thank you, sir. The mind went more to the reverse order, to the Uparama
Yeah, Uparama.
first, because that's kind of the seat of our true nature. And if we're in the seat of our essence, if we're in the home of our true nature, then we will have sama and dharma, and the balance, the scale is even, and calm and harmonious. And any time that we're attached to something, or if we're off kilter, then the Upamara tips, and we aren't able to see clearly. We're not able to communicate. We're not able to listen clearly because we're attached to something.
Yes.
So the Upamara, I'm not sure.
Uparama. Uparati.
Uparati.
Yes.
Is that seat and balance. And so whenever it's off, if we're able to notice that, if we've been practicing long enough and studying ourselves, then we'll instantly go to that, and we'll know where we need to work, either the sama or the dhamma, or both.
Uparati. Beyond upa, first syllable, rati means all kinds of pleasure. I'm going for vacation for pleasure. It means my happiness is absent inside. That is why I'm going on vacation. You cannot go on vacation without any motivation. For example, you cannot go on a restaurant without any motivation. And that motivation is joy and happiness. So it means I'm not, joy is there? No. It is not there. So I have to be mindful. When I'm mindful, it means that I'm practicing Dhamma and Sama from inside. Then comes the Uparati. That is what you said, that we have to become mindful of attachment and aversion and delusion is there. delusion is there. Again, I'm using the same word. Whether you use cute and beautiful girl and opposite of that, boy means 6 abs and handsome. I don't know. Professor can correct me. What should be the right phrase? How are you, Brandy?
I'm good, thank you. The lesson today made me think about a conversation I had with my mom the other day, and she asked, will you be able to relax this weekend at all? So I was telling her of the things I had to do to get done this week, and if I would have been applying this lesson, I could have said to her, I'm already in Uparama, I'm already applying Sama and Dhamma. I don't have to wait for the weekend to relax and be at peace. I can do the things that have to get done and still have peace. It doesn't have to be scheduled on Saturday or something like that.
Yes.
And it was nice for me to think about it in that context, because I said, yeah, I should be able to relax this weekend, right? Was my response. Like, I'm putting off the time of peace until after the work gets done. And that's not really how this works. So it was a good application.
Yes. So you rightly said that after the work I will relax. It means I will create peace and calm. And Uparama is searching the natural state of the calmness which is already present. It is not situational, it is not relational, it is not conditional. If it is conditional, it will come and go. This year I will go to Switzerland, next year I will go to Europe, third year I'll go to, and fourth year I will go to Hawaii. I already told you the couple went there and they both were sick and they spent the whole week in sickness to find the joy and happiness. Same thing applies to cute and beautiful girl. Amplification. My attachment and delusion is there. Or, am I right when I say 6 abs and handsome boy? So
It's 6-pack. They have a 6-pack.
Oh, 6-pack. Oh, thank you, Careful. 6-pack. And who has the 6-pack? Dennis, do you have it?
I don't really know what it means, 6-pack.
It means like visibly strong abdominal muscles.
Oh, no.
Defined, yeah.
I have no chance. There is already a horizontal growth around my waistline. So I have no chance for it. How are you, Christina, for K?
I'm doing well, thank you. Just as a whole, when I reflect back, I'm noticing if upset happens, I can bounce back faster, let it go faster. There's many more moments of peace in between than there ever were before. And so I used to think, and maybe it's possible to not have upsets eventually if we keep evolving, but just sort of accepting that they may happen and they're fewer and shorter.
That's another beautiful way to reflect that now the peace returns faster than before. It means I live into that constant awareness of Sama, Dhamma and Uparama. Now just imagine, and if we live into the state of the Uparama 24/7, you are constantly dropping the ego and impulsive nature. You are constantly dropping the delusion, and the Uparama is beyond the world of the name and the form. So you are living inside into that awareness and the consciousness. Is it not a reality? It is not a spiritual consciousness that we are talking about. That is the beauty of this journey. Once you constantly live into that, you find, oh, there is some presence that is totally different than my normal experiences. Yes, Vaibhav, what you have to say?
Thank you, sir. So today's understanding is like that in the height of awareness, like when the mind is aware, when I'm aware about the mind, then it accepts that my happiness is not dependent on the conditions which is put by the mind. Whether it is saying that this, if I do this, then I will be happy. So the happiness is inside, already inside. Then by completing that task or something, how I can be happy, because again this is external and my happiness is inside. So this is the thing that mind in awareness, it mind gets it. So
Yeah, yeah. Your point of reflection comes from when this mind is neither impulsive nor deluded. Other, if it is, then it will pose condition, and then there is a conditional happiness, conditional joy, conditional relationship that gives me the pleasure. Attending the lesson of Eastern wisdom is not the destination. By attending the session, awakening to that state of calmness is the destination. Are you getting it? In a different way, we are going little deeper. Every week, I just wanted to pick up this Uparama thing. We normally take it very lightly. Okay, I have understood intellectually. No, we have to live into it. So when you live into it, you see there are 100 factors responsible for hosting a lesson today. 100 factors? No. You and me and internet connection? No. My computer should also be working fine. Internet speed should also be right. My throat should also not disturb me. You should not, your sound is not muted. You see 100 of factors. Presence and absence of these factors, you are not disturbed. Your mind maintains the status quo. Uparama. Whether you say Uparama or Uparati, Upa, beyond, or you can say near, and Rati means all kinds of pleasures. So as long as this mind is seeking anything outside, it is situational, it is relational, it is conditional, you want to produce and create calmness, you are already in delusion. In that reference, I said, six pack and handsome boy. You give me, oh, that's the right word here. And cute and beautiful. Barbara, you want to say something?
Yes. If you don't practice Uparama, you go through life in a state of constant disappointment, because you can be on the best vacation and there's always going to be something that's not going to meet your expectations.
Beautifully. Because if I'm not practicing Uparama, it means the Sama and Dhamma is also not there. So even if I go for a best vacation, I meet frustration. But before, you just see Uparama attacks at that point. Oh, let us go on a vacation. For example, let us meet cute and beautiful, or anything. Or six pack or handsome boy. Anything, anything. It proves that I'm not happy now, I will be happy. I will be happy in a vacation. I will be happy meeting cute and beautiful. I will be happy meeting six pack and handsome boy. I'll be happy by going to that restaurant. Will be. I miss the natural state of the calmness inside. and then you do whatever you want to do. You go on best vacation, you'll be frustrated. Why you'll be frustrated? Well, now this year I will go somewhere else. That is your pointing you to the frustration. Is it not? Tell me if it is not. You plan the future. You are already on a vacation where maybe in Switzerland. Next year we will plan to go to Colombia. Where are you thinking? You are already on a vacation. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. First, close your eyes, my friends. Huh? The first stage number 1. What is the stage number 1? Place position and posture. Place position and posture. And sensation, comfort, and steadiness. If you apply samadhama and uparama in each step, you will enjoy doing the practice anytime, anywhere. I'm repeating again. If you have understood samadhama and uparama clearly, you will enjoy. And then being carefree, uparama, and being carefree. Do you know where I told you? Seer in the seen, observer in the observed. In the state of the uparama, natural state of the calmness is already there. Within from that reference, you are simply watching the observed, the thought, feeling, emotions, situation, relations, etc. outside. That is what happened to Christina, that she said, yes, there are, I'm approaching there. Just her explanation. You all have the same, more or less the same explanation. And now we will move Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. We still reinforce. I am checking if it is right. That is what I explained you in the very beginning of the Mangalacharan mantra. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Are you getting it? The way today you have to go and listen to it again and again, my friends, to understand what exactly is happening. Sama helps respond calmly, not react impulsively. So when I say may there be happiness for all, Dhamma allows your words to remain considerate. Uparama reminds you that your value is unshaken by your opinion. You just pick up the way it works. It has to be cognitive change. Nothing less, nothing more. I'm just giving you a taste that how it is, how the meditation and mindfulness is a journey of pure understanding, less mechanical and habitual practice. So we'll skip the 6 neighbors today also. We'll move to the second stage. You look inside the forehead in the space, and then you start breathing long deep in the hissing into your belly. You inhale, the belly expands, you exhale, the belly squeezes inside, deep, silent, long, deep in the hissing breath. in the state of, can you figure out your sama and dhamma? So when you are doing in the state of sensation, comfort and steadiness, in the state of being carefree, place, position and posture, what it indicates, sama is there, so in turn the dhamma is also there. In that state you are breathing deep, long in the hissing breath into the belly. The flame is not flame, the presence of the flame is there. We have to use these metaphors to make us understand we are moving more to the subjective side. So, without metaphor, nothing can be understood clearly. Long, deep and hissing breath. Long, deep in the hissing breath. Into your belly, and you already know. I made it very clear. At the moment you find an effort, just check your expansion of the belly like a balloon while inhaling, squeezing the muscles of the belly while exhaling. Then it turns out to be the joy of doing it. And then joy of doing means effortless process. Effortless process means what? I'm saying I'm going to make a wrong statement for right reason. So when you have a joy of doing it, it is an effortless state. So we can have a glimpse of the Uparama. So why I'm saying it's a wrong statement? Because no practice, no situational, conditional can reveal the natural state inside. But yes, it works. And now stop this, just pay attention to the flow of the breath. When the breath goes in and comes out, just watch the flow of the breath and also flow through you, any dominant flow through one nostril, just casually watch. And in that state, you start breathing this time deep, silent, slow. No noise should be there. The doctor attends my session. He is very particular. He asks all the details. And I'm very happy with him, and that's why he's evolving. So deep, silent, and slow means why I said so. There should not be any sound that you hear. It is dead, slow, deep, and silent. The moment you start inhaling, your mind moves from the top center of the head into the spine, reaching to the tailbone, singing mentally, Om Shanti Shanti, strikes at the tailbone while inhaling. While exhaling, your mind again sings. It starts with Om at the tailbone, and complete exhalation reaches to the top center of the head. Shanti. The mind moves into the spine with singing Om, with a deep, silent and slow breathing. So we are still in the stage 2. You already know I picked up 2, 3. steps of it. Easy flow of the breath, we're aware of the flow of the breath, we did the belly breathing, and we did I miss every time. No, let us do it. We'll do a long practice. We'll cover all the 19, 20 steps for a couple of sessions. You will be able to appreciate it for yourself, yes. Deep, silent, and slow breathing. Om Shanti continues. And just leave this step, and our transition into the stage 3 is just stop this practice and start with the being aware of the flow of the breath. It is the presence. It is also the observer. You are an observer of the breath. You are a witness of the breath. And in that witness, you drop the Om Shanti on each breath without changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath. That is the stage 3 step. So that Om Shanti you experience in the state of place, position and posture, sensation, comfort and steadiness, away from the 6 neighbors, in the state of sensation, relaxation and stillness. You see, you have set the stage of the Sama and Dhamma. I'll not be impacted by anything outside, and inside, ego, impulsive nature, goodbye. That is why you are able to drop Om Shanti. Just pick up, we'll do that. And just dropping, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. In each step, there are some principles we have to engage with intellectually. So you remember those steps and those principles. That is what the Buddha taught. And now, looking inside the heart, visualize the triangle, dropping Om Shanti on each side of a triangle. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. Gentle dropping of Om Shanti and finding this thing. One time, clockwise. Second time, anti-clockwise. So you are able to check the movement of the mind. Subconsciously, habitually, otherwise this mind picks up any objects of the name and the form, and then we fall into the lower state of the consciousness. So we are fully aware that yes, that sync is being done. And the moment you have a sync, we are transitioning again to the stage 4. How? When you feel the same, push the mind deep inside the cave of your heart, singing mentally, Om. Mind seems to stop. There you drop Shanti and do nothing. Now you are doing nothing. So you see that we are almost transitioning into Uparama passively. Or you can say we have a self-absorption. Are you sleeping in self-absorption? So why should I say it is self-absorption? I would say sleep. So they are two different. It means you maintain your awareness. You are fully aware. So there is no you, only awareness is there of self-absorption. Self-absorption and waiting. And in that waiting, we have many revelations, vision, colors, images. And we deal all these visions, colors, and images with can you discerning intellect and dispassion. Our guard is ready. So we have many visions and colors, it's okay. These visions and colors are the objects of the mind. The real self cannot be objectified. It is the real self, it is the subjective self. So if our intellect is clear about it, then we have a casual awareness towards any vision, color, images that is happening in the practice of meditation. Then there is no chance of falling into hallucinations. Oh, they are coming, it's okay. They are going. So whatever comes and goes, whatever appears and disappears, has nothing to do with the real self. Our goal is to find the real self. So we understand and now sing mentally or loudly with me. That is our stage 5. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And when you do it on your own and you find that you can continue to live, to be into that state, always keep half an hour window so that you can stay in that state. It will lead you to a speedy progress. And now bring your mind on the right hand, only the mind on the right hand means your awareness. Your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes and stay there for a while opening the eyes and find the infinite space. Our perception we check. And bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences. How are you, David and Jerry?
Sorry, my six-pack got in the way of me leaning over there. Thank you very much for the great lesson. I found myself very self-absorbed and just on the edge of following the instructions, but not being attracted to any kind of thoughts and not listening to the thoughts. So just kind of that edge. It was beautiful. Thank you.
Yes. Knowledge. You are listening to someone, your mind extracts the knowledge and follows it. Beautiful way. That's a beautiful way to. I never thought that you have six-pack, but anyhow. Very good. Jerry.
Thank you, sir. The Uparati was there, so I felt very balanced, at peace, and it was absorbed, able to hear all the instruction and deeper and deeper.
Beautiful. You see that, Sama, Dhamma, and Uparama keeps the mind into that state all the time. So we are not carried away by very, creamy words, choiceless awareness. We find in Google, what we find? Power of presence. You are already present. So, those words are very flowery words, We have to follow this traditional Eastern wisdom to understand. How are you, Samir?
Sir, I think as the practice is becoming more and more of Sama and Dhamma, the happiness which we get by sense organs, the importance of those happiness which we get through sense organs start losing their importance in our life.
Beautiful.
It starts losing its importance. It becomes optional from essential to optional. Means it was essential, it was very necessary, it was means I will die without that, and now it is optional. No problem.
Yes.
If I am not getting it,
Yes,
then also
yes.
it's perfectly fine.
So what is
That is the difference I am looking in my daily routine.
Yes, when we focus on Sama Dhamma, we recognize Yeah, we recognize the craving, we recognize the clinging, and our awareness towards the clinging and cravings drops. And that leads to a new state of awareness. That is where the Sama and Dhamma works. Sorry, and I appreciate you saying that it loses its charm. Whether it's a six pack or handsome boy or cute and beautiful girl, it loses the charm. It does not mean that you don't appreciate cute and beautiful, you don't appreciate six pack and handsome. You appreciate it. Very subtle. I told you already that, I always have a preference for the coffee, but if I don't get the coffee, I'm okay. Clinging is not there. So if the clinging and craving is not there, the ego and the attachment is not there, so Sama and Dhamma is maintained. That level of awareness we need to awaken. Yes, Brandy, what you have to say?
My meditation was really deep and absorbed. And you said something in there that resonated, and then I lost it, about your opinions don't, and your opinions don't inform your value. Is that what you said? I don't know. Whatever it was really useful. But then I got into my meditation and I lost it. So I have to go back and listen.
Beautiful. But I forget what I said. I don't know, maybe Dennis can recall. How are you, Dennis?
The meditation was effortless. The mind was just following the steps, not wanting to generate thoughts, not wanting to follow thoughts, just was aware of the dark space and was enjoying it, thinking.
That is another beautiful. You see that? Your intellect recognizes it is not generating any thought. Thought is always associated with an object. An object belongs to the world outside. Object is a name in the form. We have some preferences whether I like or dislike. So now you see, it is not interested in generating any thought. What a state that would be. Christina Rago, how are you?
Thank you. Just felt a vast experience of nothingness and that complete separation from all of the to-dos and situations and everything.
Separation from mom and kids and profession. Yes, we are already separate, but we don't feel that we are separate. Do you understand what I'm saying? We are already separate. Mom is a label, son is a label, old man is a label. You see that weird guy. You can put it. It's a label. We get carried away by it. And there is a problem. And again, when the mind now is not generating these ideas and the thoughts, Samadhamma Uparama is already there all the time. How are you, Barbara?
I'm very good, thank you. I wanted to mention that the metaphor you gave at the beginning about the clear river being the Sama and the banks being the Dhamma, which holds the water in place, and then the Uparama is the open pool that it goes into, was very beautiful.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And
Yes.
as far as my meditation was concerned, it was very, very deep. And in the end, when you started speaking again, I was startled.
Oh, beautifully, you absorb that metaphor. It means that Uparama, that state of the calm, which is the natural state, which is eternal, that continues all the time. That is the beauty. Why Masters explains the Uparama. How are you, Vaibhav?
Thank you, sir. So mine was calm. even as my thought is not very good, but still mind was calm and was peaceful.
Yeah. You know, you just drop at a surface level. The mind may be thinking, but deeper level. Thinking is temporary, Dennis. Natural state is behind it, present, all the time. How are you, Sangeeta?
सर जैसे संदीप ने कहा कि क्रेविंग कम हो गई है तो वो तो है और सर पर कभी कभी ट्रिगर हो जाते हैं क्योंकि आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड ट्रिगर करता है लेकिन अब ये होता है कि कामनेस जल्दी आ जाती है.
Yes, what she says, the calmness returns very fast, but sometimes the external world triggers. No, I get triggered by the external world. I am responsible. World outside is not responsible for any trigger. That is why Samadhamma is there. That is why we have Sama and Dhamma. Terry, what do you have to say? Very good. Namaste is saying, that's good. And how are you, Christina, now?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Girish, for the message and guiding us through this meditation today. And I've definitely been struggling, but I've known the Sama and Dhamma. I've known I've been struggling in between the two because I know my ego. I either know if something comes up, my ego is either responding or the attachment to what hurt my ego. And I feel like I'm so close. So I'm going to be making practice regular because I have not been. And so here I am. So thank you.
Promise to yourself that you have to be regular in the practice. Don't promise to me. Promise to yourself and just walk through the last 15 sessions one after the other if you have time. If you really want to understand what is Sama and Dhamma, I think 10 or 15 lessons you have missed. And that is all for today. Thank you very much. We will meet again.
थैंक यू सर आपसे बात करनी है.
अच्छा